I lost 20 pounds on keto so far. Let's talk about it. But first, hello. Welcome. I'm Candace, and today I want to talk to you about my keto journey so far. So what is keto? The ketogenic diet is where you count your macros, which are carbs, protein, and fat, and you have it so that you have very low carb, moderate protein, and high fat in your diet. So low carb, like keto kind of low carb, means that you have only 5 to 10% of your calorie intake is through carbs. And then protein and fat are divided up among the rest. Fat is usually the highest though, the highest amount of calorie intake. So far, like I said, I've lost 20 pounds and I want to lose about 45 to 50 pounds more on my keto weight loss journey. But I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about how keto has worked for me. So the only reason I'm doing keto is for weight loss. There are other benefits to it that I've heard of, such as it helps with epilepsy and it might help with Alzheimer's, but don't quote me on that. It's just something I've heard about in other videos, other research that I've done. So I'm not actually a doctor or a dietitian, so don't quote me on that. So far my keto journey is working, but it's only working if I stick to it. I have taken breaks from keto and eaten normal amounts of carbs, and I have been able to maintain my weight when I take a break from keto, so I don't gain all the weight back. And I do this by being mindful of what I eat and kind of intuitively eating, I think it's called. It's when I just eat when I'm hungry and I stop when I'm satisfied, and I try not to overdo it or overindulge. I also don't overindulge in sugary treats or really high carb treats very often. Oh, and that's the other thing about keto, is that you're supposed to cut out most sugar. So when I don't stick to keto, my weight doesn't go down. I maintain it, but I don't lose any weight. And that sucks, really. But that also means that once I am done with keto, once I have gotten to my goal, I'll be able to maintain my weight. So that's actually a good thing in a way. At least it means that I'm not gaining all the weight back, right? I've also recently I've started to count calories. I have a calorie counting app called My Net Diary. That's what I use. There are lots of calorie counting apps out there that are free. My Net Diary has a free version, which is what I use. I don't pay for my calorie counting app. But anyway, so that's just an example of one. But there are plenty out there that you could use. They're very handy for weight loss. At least I find they are. But if you have like obsessive tendencies, you might want to be more careful about it. Because you might get carried away by the numbers. Just fair warning. I've also started to do intermittent fasting, which basically means that you fast, you don't eat for a period of time every day, or like for 3 or 4 days per week, or whatever is like that, whatever kind of schedule you want. But what I do is the 16-8 schedule, which means for 16 hours of the day I'm not eating, and for 8 hours of the day I can eat. During those 8 hours I'm allowed to eat, kind of thing. So the 8 hours that I choose are from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. And then after 7, I don't eat until the next morning at 11 a.m. I have found this has really helped my weight loss because I don't overeat as easily between 11 and 7 because I'm eating only 2 meals and maybe a snack. And with 20 pounds of weight loss, I've been taking measurements of myself and I've noticed a difference. My clothes fit a little bit better, and my hips, stomach area, all that is a little bit leaner, a little bit smaller. You know, I weigh 20 pounds lighter, so there should be a difference, really. So that's been my experience with keto. It's actually been very positive for me, so I'm really happy about that. If you want to do keto, I suggest you do your research and figure out if it will work for you. You might also want to consult your doctor because that's what they always say. Before you take on a new diet, you're supposed to consult your doctor. Or a dietitian or somebody qualified. I'm not qualified, remember? So hopefully if you want to do keto, hopefully it works for you. If you figure out that it probably will, best of luck. And maybe I'll do an update in a few months on how keto's working out for me then. Thanks for watching, and if you liked this video, you know what to do.